Because if you remember back in the day when we were younger, if your uncle was a homo, your mom told you not to go around it.
Yep.
Yeah, that was shameful behavior.
Chester.
That was cool.
You had that awkward Thanksgiving moment.
Yeah. My uncle,
like he's coming, you know, so everybody got to be here.
Hell yeah.
Can't sit at the kids' table.
My uncle wanted to come to my wedding. I told him, like, no, you can't come. I don't want you around my kids. I don't like. He's not allowed to come around because I keep that old spirit.
Very few will stand like that because people don't want to look. We afraid of looking mean. That's why we hugging Amber in the court. Feel me? We afraid of looking like we don't love everybody. Like we gotta love everybody.
Right.
Or we a bad person. When a white person hates you, it's just, oh, he was raised like that, but he can change. But when we don't accept everybody, we bad people. Like dangerous. You know?
Yeah, that's why so many of our, especially men, gotta walk around like essentially castrated. You know what I'm saying? You go to work, you talk different. You done lower the tone of your voice.
Get
you know
nasal.
What I'm saying? Yeah, all of a sudden. Oh yeah, what's going on? How you doing, Mark? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, what's up, my nigga? Nigga on the phone, what's up, nigga?
Yeah.
Nigga in jail. Oh, Mark, man, what's up, man? Oh man, the Braves game.
Yeah.
Right? You see what I'm saying? But our people feel like they gotta walk around like that because if they don't, then Esau is gonna be afraid of them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's the point.
Right.
But what's cold is I just heard both of other brothers said something along the lines of he hoped Amber Geiger rots in hell or some stuff like that.
Me too.
Well, he was on the stand and said that. He was like, I'm not gonna wish this like my other brother said. Remember, he said, I don't want you to. He said, I don't want you to rot in hell like my other brother said.
Wow.
He was on the stand right before he said, I don't know if it's possible. Can I hug her? Right before he said that.
See, look, I didn't even watch the footage. I just seen the screenshot and I couldn't even stomach to watch that footage. That's crazy. But that's beautiful. It's beautiful. At least one. At least one.
You got something?
This is the book of Romans, chapter 3, verse 4. God forbid, yea, let God be true.
Yeah.
But every man a liar.
That's right.
So the Black Panther movement is garbage. That's right. Black Lives Matter is garbage.
I just learned
It's not by Yahweh Shem Yahshua. It's garbage. All of it.
Well, what proves that further is that they had to come out with the new Black Panther Party. Colin Muhammad had to come out with the new version because the old version, it didn't last. It went out of style. So he had to come out with a new, more militant version of it. You know what I mean? That was anti-homosexual. Yeah. Because that first one wasn't.
See, I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? And I hate how the gay movement tries to equate our suffering as equal to theirs.
Right.
Y'all be freaks faggots on the low. Come to work, nobody say nothing to you. We come outside, look at how we look, and they trying to kill us. Back in civil rights era.
Or
we had a curfew
in your house looking like you
sitting eating ice cream.
Minding your business.
Right?
Shot through the window.
And people finding excuses for these devils, man. You know? I don't understand that. Where they find excuses for our people? Find an excuse for the brother that was getting bit by the police dog, so he stabbed it. Police dog died, he got hit with 45 years.
You murdered the officer. That's a police officer.
Wait a minute, I'm getting, all right, it's a dog, right? It's not a human being. It's not going by no logic, right? I gotta allow this to happen right now? I gotta allow myself to be torn up by a big ass German Shepherd right now. Like, come on, man. Where was the understanding? Where was the white people on the stand saying, can I hug him? Can I hug him? I don't hate him. He just killed a dog. Can I hug him? It don't exist, man.
And
because Esau's a hypocrite too. Go ahead.
It's much like it. Those dogs are trained on cue to
Esau be losing control sometimes. They won't let go.
They won't let go, but if that
brother want to say something too.
If the officer tell the dog to yield and stop, that dog gonna stop on command.
Sometimes.
Man, those dogs is trained to stop on command.
I seen the one brother was handcuffed in the dog in Philly, and the dog was biting him, and the dog wouldn't stop. Like the cop was like,
when he was saying, what was he
remember back?
I'm comfortable. He kept on screaming.
Man, that damn cop
remember back when they broke the brother's spine? When they took him on a rough ride? What was his name?
Freddie Gray. Yeah.
Remember they took him on a rough ride and broke his spine and jacked him all up, and people was bucking up against that? Well, man, one dude got caught by the police dog, but he was already handcuffed. And the dog is just tearing his forearm up. You can see the white meat and all that. And the cop is like, literally like shaking the dog, trying to make him stop. Like he was poking him, like with his fingers, like stop, stop, let go, release, release. So if I kill that dog, I gotta do 45 years? Or I gotta let the dog bite me? And then they sort it out later.
You jail,
give me prayer Manessa verse 9. Because that's who we dealing with right now. That's who we stuck up under, man. You know? Shalom, Akim. Brothers on the scene. Alright? It's in the Apocrypha. It's a small book. Prayer of Manasseh, verse 9.
This is the book of Prayer of Manasseh.
Right? That ain't what I want. 3 Holy Children, verse 9. That's what I want. What that say?
This is the song of the 3 holy children, verse 9.
Who the 3 holy children?
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
What's their Israelite names?
Hey, look.
Say what? Say what? Oh, well, hold on. Hold on. Azariah. Mishael. And, damn, that third one. So brothers go in the book. Get it. Go ahead, read.
All right. This is the book, the song of the 3 holy children, verse 9.
Get it and bring it out.
And thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies.
That's who we've been delivered to. Lawless enemies. Didn't the Bible say that you're going to be sold to your enemies? Why Jake can't understand that? You know? Like we sold to our eventual friends. All right, I'm going to enslave, rape, rob, murder you. Hey, that's why y'all got to watch Farewell Uncle Tom once a year.
They ain't ready for that.
Nah, you got to watch that movie, all right? Farewell Uncle Tom, you got to watch that once a year. Say what? Goodbye, Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom.
Because when you watch that movie, it get the coon, it spray the raid on the coon in you. All right? Because in that movie, you know, you see how they treat you like cattle. And you see how they do your little boys and little girls. When that scripture came to life, it said they made a harlot out of a boy and sold a girl for wine. Yo, watching that movie brought that scripture to life.
Right, it is.
You actually seen it happen. So look what the Bible said. Read it.
And thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies.
Come on.
Most hateful forsakers of God.
They hate God. So, and you the people of God, so they like you? Right. You know, they hate you. You want to use the mics for the brothers?
I don't know.
Y'all want to use the mics?
We all close.
All right, we good.
Yeah, we good.
All right? Esau, your ass can't get away, man. The elders is over there right now exposing that you the people. They got the archaeology. Come on.
That was cool. They had Esau. Everyone looked white as hell over there.
Yeah.
Everything's white.
Come on, man.
So they broke the nose off so they can't identify
See,
him.
look, you got, they always broke the black nose off. They trying to break the white nose off.
To try to hide his face.
That's the white nose.
He only had a lot early life.
And you know what killed me? Esau could be everybody. He could be the best rapper. He could be the best rock and roller. He could be the best sports athlete. He could be the best creative mind. He could be the best scientist. But Esau just, like, he can't be Esau though. You know, the white man can be everything, but he can't be Esau. You feel me? He could be Christ. He could be Job. He could be the angels. He could be aliens. He could be the last samurai. Esau. The white man could be the last damn samurai, man.
Remember the Mexicans started Brad Pitt?
Come on, man.
Rocky Balboa is fake. That statue in Philly, that's all fake. He's not a real man. People go on vacation to go there to look at the statue. And I'm thinking he's fake. It's not.
And Apollo Creed Apollo got all the footwork and all the moves, but he gonna die. Right. And Rocky can't even dodge a punch, but he beat the Russian. Right. But he can't be Esau though. You feel me? Right. And I should tell you something. That's a message. All right? They don't want to be known as the most wicked, but the Bible said we was delivered to the most hateful forsakers of God. It's more?
Done.
Read.
And to unjust king and the most wicked in all the world.
There you go, right there. So that's who you serving right now. That's why your children got to have drag queen reading time in the damn 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Because what you gonna say?
I was gonna say they just busted one on for the known sex offender at the library, and they didn't even know it.
They all sex offenders.
But the whole
It's just
thing
not
was,
registered.
Yeah, he wasn't right.
No background.
They bust him because they didn't have a background check. And they said, "Oh, it's our fault," but don't worry, he wasn't around. He went alone.
Damn drag queen don't need a background check. Let Jake try to get a regular job though. They done ran your whole social security fingerprints of history, man.
5 times over.
Come on, man. This is nonsense. That's why it's so important that we come back to the Most High, right? So the Lord can save us out of this captivity, and we can get rulership. You know? You wanna say something?
No, that's, I get scripture real quick.
Yeah.
Give me Isaiah 28 and 16.
Bring it out.
Isaiah chapter 28 verse 16. And then 2nd Ezra 5 and like 3 or 4.
Get that for the brother?
What's the other one? 2nd Ezra what?
It's like 5 and like 4. I think of wickedness is going to increase. But get Isaiah 28 and 16 real quick, bro.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 16. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone.
He's talking about Yahushua. Keep going.
A sure foundation. He that believeth shall not haste.
And he that believeth will not haste. Because if you really are in the truth and you believe, you want to get the hell out of here. Like, here's an example. Someone give me, drop that, get 2 Peter 2 and 7 now. And then, give me that in 2 Ezra 2. 2 Ezra 5 and like 3 or 4.
Yeah. That's what he's at. Right there.
We're in the same spirit that the prophets of old were in. In the spirit that we wanted to get the hell out of here. 2 Peter 2 and 7. 2 Peter 2 and 7. Go ahead.
It's the book of 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 7. And delivered just Lot, vexed with filthy conversation of the wicked.
And that's what we are every day. Vexed with filthy conversation of the wicked. You turn on your TV, you're seeing all kind of homosexuality, LGBTQ movement, and like the brothers are bringing out how they're going and infiltrating our young men. Okay, and that's why they're setting up these homosexual leaders to indoctrinate our young men, women, and girls with all kind of false ideologies. But you got that 2 Ezra now?
2 Ezra 5 and 3.
Yeah. What's yeah, right there.
It's the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest.
We're seeing in the last days, wickedness is on a whole nother level.
That's
you
right.
weren't seeing people chopping off their rods and becoming women when they're really men. And who remembers Bruce Jenner? He got Woman of the Year.
Yeah,
he got the Woman of the Year.
Bravery.
That's brave. That's brave to go and chop off your rod and then get a fake pair of breasts. That's insanity. That's wickedness that we have never seen.
This
on the
is
earth.
brave.
That's right.
That's right.
In the rain.
Bring that again.
But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago.
You haven't even heard of any wickedness like this. This is the most wickedness, like the brother brought out, in addition to, not in addition to Esther, in the Song of the Three Holy Children. We're under an unjust king, most hateful forsakers of God, under the so-called white man, under who you call, well, who is the Edomite according to the Bible? Not Japhet, not anything else. He is the Edomite. And that's why when you read Hebrews, it talks about how wicked and profane he is. No other person fits the criteria of being the most wicked, perverse people on the earth than Esau, than the so-called white man. Because you go to Africa, like brothers were talking about earlier, you're not going to see wickedness like you see right now.
That's right.
Okay, you have even the Muslim community in Africa, they're going to kill a homosexual. You go to America, they're going to parade a homosexual. They just had the damn Pride event. What was it, last week?
Yeah.
Absolute madness.
Hey, what did Ham say when he had that interview with that lesbian? He said, "Why are you gay?"
We were just watching that.
Oh no, mockery.
Yeah.
You feel me, man? Like, I don't know what's up with Jake in here in America. This place is bugged out. This got to be Babylon.
Yeah.
You know, because it's nothing but confusion here. The Revelation says this is new Sodom.
Yeah.
Spiritually Sodom and Egypt. I mean, how do brothers get around that? Spiritually Sodom and Egypt, right? So Sodom because it's the faggotry, and Egypt because of the slavery. What other place is that but right here?
Right.
You know, you got people teaching that this is not Babylon.
Right.
You know, and before y'all had came, we was talking about that. Like, brothers is bored with sound doctrine. Sound doctrine is boring.
Yeah.
So they need it to be a little more sensational, a little more exciting. So that's where they come with all these new ideas.
Bring it out.
You know, brothers teaching the Japhet concept, and no, you gotta look at the book of Jasher. You gotta go in there. You gotta go into Enoch a little bit, but you ain't mastered the basic book, and this book ain't basic. You know.
Right.
But they get bored with sound doctrine. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, and when you read the book of Jasher, I remember I had a debate last year with a brother from GOCC, and when you go into the book of Jasher, it says that Isaac was 44 years old when he took Rebekah, when she was 10 years old. That's what the book of Jasher teaches, that our ancestor Isaac, when you read Prayer of Manasseh, it says that he was blameless and he didn't sin.
Right.
But that you're gonna use that and say that same man, our ancestor, our patriarch, had sex with a 10-year-old girl? That's madness. And that's how you know Esau wrote that book.
Come on.
That's exactly how you know Esau. That's something that he would write. Alistair Crowley and all these people. That's the type of stuff
It's high-level demons with Satan, man. I want to get that log because I want to look at that. Where it's like when you take a woman and she screams.
Drama 22? Yeah,
I'm in 25.
Yeah, 22 and like 20. It might be like 22 and 25.
Okay.
22 and 25?
Look, man.
It's a lot of bruise out here.
First of all, this concept don't make no sense. You're not going to just take a woman because you've got feelings for her. You're just going to decide to grab her up and take her. None of these brothers that got daughters is going for this. All right? Ain't no way my daughter gonna go draw water from the well and you take a liking to her and you go pin her down and take her. And then brothers say the scriptures say that. It don't really say that. All right? Because actually the law say if she screamed, watch. You said 22:25, right? Yeah. If a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is no sin in the damsel. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death. For as when a man riseth against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter. So raping a girl is like killing her. Because look, what was the value of a woman in the ancient days? Her virginity, right? So you could just take that. You know, brothers got to look at things that they saying, because Esau will roll with that. You know, when you go into the Renaissance society, and I had to study this nonsense, it was common to have a boy apprentice. All right? If you look at the statue of King David, not the one that Michelangelo did, where he's all out of proportion, looking like a straight up white boy from Buckhead, and his rod is out. Not that one. It's a little one. It's a black statue, and David got on a helmet and he's standing on Goliath's head, and it's a little effeminate little boy. If Donatello made that one, you go look at that one, because that was Donatello's apprentice little boy, and he would pose for his paintings and his statues. So now you got a little child standing there butt naked in front of a grown man. So what's America going into now? What they trying to get back to? That's why they starting your kids with the gay BCs. Yeah. Right? They're not starting them with how to understand, not be afraid, and respect black people. They're not starting them with that. It's okay to grow up thinking black people is scary. That's how Trayvon got killed. Yeah. But you got to learn how to understand and appreciate sodomites though from a child's age. Yes, because this is Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Did you say something?
Yeah, someone give me Psalm 82:5 and Proverbs 29:2. Because this is all going to continue until the Israelites take rulership of the kingdom of the Most High. You're going to see wickedness. You think it's bad right now. I remember 10 years ago when Obama got put in the office, right? All the stuff that he was propagating and things of that nature. I thought, damn, all black people thought he was the damn Messiah.
I did.
Right? You see what I'm saying?
I ain't even going to lie. I can't be a hypocrite.
Right.
I ain't know the truth yet. I was into that.
Yeah. I remember my father had me sit down and watch the inauguration. Like, look, son, you can be the president. But I say that to say this: what did Obama do for so-called black people? He did more for the homosexual community than he's ever done for us. And so you're going to start to see more and more of this wickedness increase. Even 10 years ago, I didn't even know what the hell is a transsexual.
Right.
Right now, it's going to turn into trans. You got people trying to say that they're not human anymore.
No, you got trans age.
Yeah, trans age.
Yeah. Right?
You have trans species. There's people saying that they're dogs.
Oh, my man said I'm a wolf.
now. They take alien.
I gotta find that
Aliens.
If you felt you had been born into the wrong species.
When I started feeling that I was non-human, I was around 10 or 11.
An increasing number of people believe they are more animal than human.
I would definitely say that I have species dysmorphia.
I have these hands and this body, but internally, I am a leopard.
On all levels except physical, I am a wolf.
Aliens and all of that.
Well, if that's the case, I'm a 40-year-old white man. I'm gonna go to a bank and let me get a loan for a house. No, you need to get your ass out of here.
Yeah, no, but I identify as a 40-year-old white man.
That's if you don't say that, that's bigotry then, right? That's what I identify as.
Right, no.
You got Psalm? Psalm 82:5.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 5.
Check it out.
They know not, neither will they understand. They walk in Salakia, they walk on in darkness.
Yeah, that's this whole world. It walks on in darkness. Because when you read in the book of Job, it talks about that this land is a shadow of death. You go to the Christian church and talk about, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Every day for a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American, is you walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Keep going.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Now, why are all the foundations of the earth out of course? Give me Proverbs 29:2. Got it. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. This is why. And give me Sirach 10:8. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2.
One more reader. Quick.
29:2.
Quick on the sword.
Gotcha. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Because when the righteous are in authority, people rejoice. Go ahead.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
And that's why the earth is in the mourning right now. When you read Isaiah 14, it says the fir trees of Lebanon are going to rejoice at Babylon's fall.
That's right.
The whole world wants the so-called white man to stop ruling the earth. Because you got something we go into all the time, things like deforestation or polluting the ozone or the oceans. Well, who do you think's doing that? We're not doing it. We don't have the means to go and pollute an entire ecosystem. Right. That's a so-called white man going to the Amazon rainforest and tearing everything down.
That's right.
So in order for that to stop, we have to have righteous rulership on the planet Earth. When they'll call us hateful and bigots, well, don't you guys want peace? In order for there to be peace, those who are peaceful have to rule the earth. Right. You read Isaiah 96, what? That Yahushua is the Prince of Peace. And under him, you'll have the children of Israel. So the earth needs us to reign and not the so-called white man.
That's right. Precept to back you up. This is Sirach 8 and 13. Let me start at 12. Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in, but remember they shall not go unpunished unto their grave. Keep thee from the man that hath the power to kill.
Yep.
So shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take thy life away presently. So the brother was saying that every day for a black man, we going into the valley of the shadow of death, right? Look what Sirach said. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. So in other words, you going into warfare every time you go outside your house. Exactly. And there's snares everywhere for you to catch you.
Yeah, matter of fact, Sirach 9 and 11 says the same thing. Get Sirach 10 and 8 and then 9 and 11.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteousness,
go ahead.
Dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit.
And riches got by deceit. Wasn't America gotten by deceit? Did they come to the so-called Native American and say, all right, we're gonna, come together, trade goods? They said that at first. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. But then he stabbed them in the back. Go ahead.
The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
So now the kingdom of the Most High is going to be translated from one people to another. So now they reign right now, but we're going to reign. Get Sirach 9:11 though, just to go back to what the brother's point was.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
Envy not the glory of a sinner.
Envy not the glory of a sinner, but that's what our people do every single day. They walk around in Babylon and America, damn, look what they got.
Look what they got.
Look at that Bugatti, look at that Lambo, look at that mansion that they have, look at the rulership that they have. Go ahead.
For thou knowest not what shall be his end.
Because you don't know what his end is going to be. The Lord could, that person that you're envying so much, the Lord could have his house get burnt down. The Lord could have him go into a car accident. The Lord's going to destroy America and raise up the children of Israel.
That's right.
So why are you worried about the kingdom that they have? The scripture say, well, in my father's house there are many mansions.
That's right. If it was not so,
you see what I'm saying?
I would have told you.
Come on. So a dog, the children of Israel, our pets are going to have a nicer house than the so-called white man. Bill Gates got all this money. Listen, you got a damn pit bull in the kingdom. He's going to be living better than Esau's going to be. That's right. Go ahead.
Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in, but remember they shall not go unpunished unto their grave.
They're not going unpunished, but that's what Esau thinks he's going to go unpunished. That's why he's done what he's done for the past 500 years. Under the guise of something called manifest destiny. The belief that, oh, if I have the power to go do something, that means I should go do it. That's why they came from Europe and killed the Native Americans. And killed the indigenous population of not just North America, Central and South America, and the Caribbean islands. Because he's the most proud that the scriptures speak about. But now give me Revelation 3 and 18. I don't want to be too long with it.
No, you good, man.
Revelation
teach.
Okay, we spoke about walking through the valley of the shadow of death and how this world is just darkness. And then, brother, if you could give me John 3 and 19.
Get out.
Revelation 3 and 19.
The book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire.
And that's what we are, gold tried in the fire. Go ahead.
That thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thine eyes with hyssop.
Anoint thy eyes with hyssop, right? Now, what is that? It's a thing that, for example, an owl will use to see in the dark. So we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, but we anoint our eyes with hyssop so we can see in the dark the same way an owl sees in the dark. Because get John 3 and 19, I'm going to pass it back to the brother.
Quick.
The book of John, chapter 3, verse 19.
Bring it out.
And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world.
Light is coming to the world. Go ahead.
And men love darkness rather than light.
And men love darkness rather than light. That's why we read it in Psalm 82 and 5, they all walk in darkness. This whole world is darkness. So you got to anoint your eyes with hyssop, which is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures so that you can see in the darkness world. Go ahead.
Because their deeds were evil.
Because their deeds were evil. So that's why they hate righteousness, because they themselves are wicked. How can you love righteousness if you're wicked? You're going to hate yourself. Go ahead.
For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light.
For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light. That's why they speak out against us. That's why you guys are racist, you guys are bigots, you guys are everything but a child of God.
That's right.
They hate the light. They hate the truth because the truth hurts, are you saying the world? So that they don't want to condemn us and justify their own wickedness to try to make themselves feel better. Is that it on that? Okay, go ahead.
Neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
Lest his deeds should be reproved. You are a wicked sinner and you are reproved. It's going to feel bad. Damn, they're condemning me. I got to change. I got to do a complete 180 on my life. You come to the truth, you got to completely stop doing everything that you're doing. As Yahushua said, be born again. You got to be a new creature.